COVID-19 is forcing us to change the way we go about our daily lives and conduct business. In this special episode of the What the Financial podcast, Steve Labens of Labens Advisory Group talks about the changes and the pandemic's impact. Now, Steve, what have been the top concerns of your clients so far?
Patrice, the last 10 days, I suppose, have been just dramatic changes to the way we do our daily life. And because of what's happening in the market right now, financial well-being and concerns are at the top of everybody's mind. It's controlling emotions. It's controlling how we do our life. And it's just the unknown of what's next. It's like every time you turn on the news, every time you turn on the radio, it's another outbreak or uncertainty, or, Trump is getting on the radio or on the TV to try and calm us, but it seems almost like he's making it worse. My clients in particular are just the degree of how fast the market has come down is just so stressful for everybody.
I'm sure many of them haven't even seen this before.
Yeah, this has never happened. It's the fastest 20% correction in the history of the stock market. There's no blueprint. There's no historical data to refer back to. And, our market likes to do that. Our market likes to seek out information about what happened, in years past when this stuff has happened, when corrections have come about. And, people point to 1987 and the financial collapse of 2008. Nothing like this has happened, where we've had a health scare across the world and a financial collapse in the stock market. So of course, everybody's uncertain. So this is where financial advisors across the globe and in the US need to do our job. We need to be available. We need to lead, always referring back to that client's individual plan. A lot of people are watching CNBC and Jim Cramer and all these TV analysts, and they all want advice, but the problem is the people on TV don't know the story. They don't know our clients' stories, not just mine, everybody in the country. They don't know what, Joe Smith's retirement story is, or so to try and get information or investment advice from a TV station or a radio station doesn't take into consideration that person's personal story, the emotions that they're feeling. Our entire business, Labens Advisory Group's business, is surrounded around the elephant in the room, which is retirement. Most of what we do somehow is impacting that person's retirement. And then also the mouse in the room, the little decisions that we do every day, from budgeting to buying new cars, to buying houses. And now that little mouse in the room, making a decision on what to do in the stock market. Do I sell? Do I buy more? Do I do nothing? And that's all so personal. Everybody's different. But at the end of the day, that client, that person has a story, and we have to align and make decisions based on that. And at the end of the day, in the length of a normal person's life, this 30 days or 60 days or 6 months is going to be just a small time in our financial journey. So let's not make just emotional decisions. And that's all of my clients. They are so, the uncertainty is so high, but let's back it down a little bit and say, okay, we've taken such a big hit already, or have lost a certain amount of money. Does it really impact our journey? And that's where I am with my clients.
What are you telling them then? Are you telling them to just sit tight, or again, is it each individual story?
It's really specific to that client. In most cases, I'm asking them to put more money in the market. When we're managing clients' money, there's a portion of that money always is sitting in cash, just waiting for pullbacks or opportunities. Right now is a big opportunity, and a guy a value investor, a guy by the name of Bill Miller, was on CNBC last night and said this is one of 5 of the best buying opportunities that he has ever seen. He's been in the stock market for 50 years, that he's ever seen in the stock market. And that doesn't mean we just go out and run and buy tomorrow. What I'm telling clients is if you have the ability to put more money to work right now, that is money that isn't for the next 12 months, then we should be investing right now. Because historically speaking, we will come through this as a country, as a world. This pandemic will pass and it'll be back to some type of normal. Who knows what that new normal will be? If you've got more than 2 years to the need for the money you have liquid, right now is a great time to put some to work. And I'm not saying I'm not calling the bottom, but I'm telling clients right now we should be putting some of that money to work.
Are they receptive to that?
They are. That's probably part of the process we go through with all of our clients. And I share my story and what my family's doing. And we have the ability to, as a small company, to be very targeted with our retirement contributions. And we fast forwarded our yearly contributions to now to put more money into our account so we could take opportunities when they present themselves. So we need to be patient, but what I'm trying to tell them is we're not trying to pick bottom, and they're very receptive to it in most cases.
In most cases.
So, some people still are like, no, I don't have, and this is where the personal story comes back, right? They know what should happen 3, 4, 5 years from now, where things should be, but they're just this uncertainty. So when they're uncertain like that, we do nothing. We just don't. And that's very few of our clients that have been like that.
If someone has questions about needing an advisor, or maybe they've got questions just about the market in general, can they contact you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're here to help, and they can call us certainly can call me anytime they'd like. They can email me at steve@labensadvisorygroup.com. They can jump on our website and fill out our contact information, and we'd be happy to help them at any time.
All right, Steve, thank you so much. Steve Laben's Advisory Group. Now, again, this is a special episode of the What the Financial podcast. To subscribe, use the subscribe button on this page, and you can also share with friends and colleagues by using the share button. I'm Patrice Sikora, and let's talk again later.